You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.
Hi, hello and good morning. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Anna and I'm a third year English student at the University of Cambridge. And welcome to the final instalment of my week in my life vlog. I've been doing these at the beginning and the end of my terms while I've been here at Cambridge, and it is kind of wild that it is my final term of my degree. This video will follow me in my first week of Easter term of my final year. I do these videos in order to show how different each term can be at Cambridge. Obviously there are some things that stay the same, but it can be so varied depending on who you are, what papers you're taking, what stage you're at. So for me at the moment I don't have any lectures, but I do have vision, supervisions and seminars, and I also have a lot of big deadlines such as my dissertation deadline, as well as being at a place where I am basically being left to revise for my exams. So it's a lot less structured by the university and a lot more structured by myself as I study and prepare myself for my exams. But yeah, that's what this video will be. I hope you enjoy watching, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I kicked off the week and the weekend by going into town to go and do some food shopping. Very exciting, I know. I walked through Old Court of Clare College, which looked absolutely stunning in the really nice sunny weather that we've suddenly got now it's spring. I then decided to sit outside in the sun and do some course reading that I needed to do. I thought I would lap up the sun while it was available to me, and my friend Amy decided to surprise me with some tea, which was so sweet of her. It was such a treat and I just loved speaking to her as well. Just had a rather long phone call with my mum because I haven't been able to call her lately as I have been concussed. It's not even like a fun main character story behind how I got this concussion, it was simply just clumsiness. So I got an extension on my dissertations, so they're now due on Tuesday, which is like a week precisely after when they were supposed to be due, but I'm still not 100% recovered. I'm still very fragile and I still feel really dizzy. The GP, when I saw them, said I'll probably feel that way for a little bit longer, which is not ideal, but I'm trying to get on with work. I am editing my medieval dissertation and I have been doing that while on the phone with my mum as well, and I'm going to do a little bit more of that. So it's mostly just double checking all of my referencing, rereading and proofreading, and just tightening up the prose and making sure there are no spelling mistakes or bad punctuation and things like that, so that I can have this one completely done and ready to go by the end of the day. That is the goal.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want, let you walk into my heart if you want to.
I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, and then I read for a bit, had some lunch, and decided that I needed to have a walk in order to get my brain out of that sort of sleepy funk. That's what I'm doing now. My absolutely favourite things about Cambridge as a city is the availability of green spaces to go and walk in, and along with that, what makes that even better is the Cambridge cows. So I am off to go see them because I saw that the King's cows are back, so I think that the Co-Fen cows are also going to be back. So I'm gonna go and see them.
Secrets, no, 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 no secrets, no secrets, no, 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 no secrets. Wanna show you all my feelings. I'm not good at keeping no secrets.
As I was passing Darwin College, I decided to take a look inside because I very excitingly have an offer for the MPhil in English Literature at Darwin College in Cambridge, and I've actually never visited before, so I popped in, had a look around their gardens and also chatted to the porter, who also showed me some of the accommodation and the library. I then went into town and I was walking along Green Street and I realised that there was a new Lucy and Yak store, and I also spotted this little gallery that was free to look around, and it was just 2 rooms, so it was very small, but it was very interesting.
No secrets, no secrets, no, 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 no secrets.
I then went into Heifer's bookshop, which is always a bit dangerous, but I needed a couple of books for my course, and I didn't realise that they'd moved everything around, so it was actually really hard to find some of the books I needed, and I was really tired after this, so I got a coffee and sat down for a little bit to get my energy back and started reading one of the books that I'd got. I'm doing both the required and the optional dissertation, where you swap out one of your exams for a dissertation. So when I got back to my room, I started working on the second one of those, and then I got a takeaway for dinner because I just had no time to make food on this night. Working out this dissertation took longer than my first one because I still had 1,000 words of this one that needed to be written in the first place, so I was editing and writing at the same time, so I spent the morning finishing that off. I then decided to go to my college library, where I decided to work on a mock of the medieval supernatural paper, which is my option paper for this year. And I also picked up a couple of books that I needed while I was here. I then took a break for dinner, had a little walk outside, and then continued writing the mock essay. So we have officially reached the due date for my dissertations, and I have 10 minutes until the deadline, so I'm just about to send them off. I've just finished doing one final check read through, and all I have to do now is submit them. I'm so nervous, I'm so anxious, but I'm also relieved that it's over, and also proud, I think, of the final outcome of them. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, here we go. Okay. Clicking the submit button in 3, 2, 1. It's done. It's done. It's done. After handing in my dissertations, I spent a very chilled day with my friends. I first went to go and get ice cream with my friend Theo. There's also a load of charity shops near the Grafton Centre, and we decided to go on a very impromptu little mooch around those and stopped for a coffee and a cake in Thrive Cafe, which is a lovely little vegan cafe up near the Grafton as well. And in the evening I went out to a pub called The Punter with some of my friends.
Wow.
I kicked off the day by returning all of the books that I had borrowed for my dissertations, which felt very cathartic, and then proceeded to pick up more books from the English faculty.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
library, I received a rather cryptic text from my mum telling me that I needed to go and pick something up from my pigeonhole ASAP, and she sent me these absolutely gorgeous flowers. I literally started welling up. They were so pretty and it was so thoughtful of her. So now I have 2 bunches of flowers, which I'm not going to complain about because you can never have too many flowers. Also, the flowers are called the Anna, which is just perfect. I'm off to meet with a friend for coffee, do the same medieval supernatural paper. We're going to one of the most iconic coffee places in Cambridge. It's called Fitzbilly's. It should be cute, it should be nice, and certainly a nice break, even though I kind of had basically just a massive break post dissertation yesterday. But I'm so tired after that, and I think it's honestly more productive to kind of take some time out before I have my first in-person teaching of the term this afternoon.
So then, why?
I'm now on my way to my first bit of in-person teaching for the term. In this case, it's for my option paper, which is my medieval supernatural paper. It's a supervision where it's a very small group teaching. For me today, it will be me, 2 other students and my supervisor. We will be going over the mock essays that we all did in like a practice for what the exam questions will be like. Good morning. I'm so excited to say that today I am going to be presenting a paper at my first ever conference. I cannot express how excited and proud I am, and it's made even better by the fact that I am talking about one of my favourite things in the entire world, medieval marginalia snails, Exhibit A. It is for the Cambridge Graduate Conference, and I know I'm not a graduate, but they wanted me there anyway, which is very flattering and very nerve-wracking to know I'm going to be the youngest and least qualified person there, and I have to like give a talk on my topic. But I'm also so excited to hear everyone else's papers and also to listen to the keynote speaker. The theme for this conference is Past Mirth, Present Laughter. It's all about comedy through the ages, and I am the only medievalist, even though the time span goes from the medieval period. I'm very excited to be representing the team. Yeah, wish me luck.
Purpose to the original audience. This is a quote from Hoku. It is proper and almost a matter of necessity that our mind should now and then enjoy relaxation from its constant labour, and be incited to cheerfulness and mirth by some humorous recreation. In the case of marginalia, this humorous recreation could be related to both production and reception. Personally, the night is often depicted in a state of shock or worry, because on snails use symbols which have shared association with the devil when describing snails. As with Pliny the Elder, who describes snails as having, we don't actually have that much textual authority on those because they were largely practices of women in the period, rather than these like weird, monstrous types of snails. We also have images of dragons and very much sort of the mythical creatures of Arthurian legend often are very snail-like in the way they are described. They're not directly snails.
Go! I have not been many years. No, I have not been here, I love to show. While my lord is in town, he may no man with thee hold him. We won't do anything terrible to you. Just to the dot. So anyone can in any light we do like
After the conference, all the conference speakers went out for a nice dinner, which was a treat from the faculty, which was very lovely. And when I got back to my room, I found that my friend had dropped me off this card, chocolate and flowers, which was so sweet of them. So I just had my weekly therapy session, which I talk about in these vlogs to destigmatise going to therapy or counselling. It has been an invaluable resource to me in my time at Cambridge. I use the system that's within college with the college nurses. While it is invaluably helpful, it also can be very emotionally weighty. So I have decided just to go on a little bit of a decompression walk. After making some lunch, I continued with this method that I do for revision, which is to make quote cards for my different papers. Each of the different card colours represents a different theme, and actually in reality I spent most of this day in bed with a headache, other than my friend dropping in for about an hour to say hello. And I also went out on a very quick walk to my pigeonhole because one of my other friends had left something in there for me. And that is it for this week's video and for the last first week of term vlog of my undergrad. I hope to be able to come back to these when I do my postgrad, and certainly I will not be stopping making videos, but this is just a small time to say thank you so much if you have been watching my videos for my entire undergrad. If this is the first of my videos that you've watched, it means so much, and I hope that I have managed to demystify even a little bit what it's like to be at Cambridge. And I hope you've enjoyed watching them as well. I also hope you've enjoyed watching this video in particular, of course. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, please do subscribe. I can't believe I am so close to the end of my undergrad. It is mad. Genuinely, it's so overwhelming, but simultaneously exciting, and just, it feels like it's been no time at all. But also when I look at some of the first videos I made on this channel, I realise how much I've grown as a person, as a student, and also in my vlogging. I think, at least I think, my videos are better now. I think so anyway. For now, bye.